What's going on, y'all? Better send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. Looks like some nice moves ended up popping off. Huge rejection. Huge rejection. Let me go ahead and send this link out, then we're going to get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, cool. All right, what's good, y'all? We're going to go ahead and get started. So I dropped this video last night in the free signal room. Make sure to check that out. We went over GJ, we went over GN, we went over GA, and a lot of these moves ended up playing out. So make sure to check that video out. But we're going to see if we can find some setups right now. I'll get rid of that. Boom. All right, London session did just start. We got a new 15. I don't really trade on Sundays, but it could have been a good Sunday night because a lot of those setups ended up playing out. All right, so we got GJ. We went over GJ in that video. We also went over GA and GN. So right now I'm just looking at the pairs to see what's going on. See if anything's at a decent entry point. It looks like everything's taken off so far. Let's put that right. We're gonna put it right there. Cool. Yeah, so right now I'm just putting my setups up, my trade ideas up. Then I'm gonna go ahead and see what's going on. Put my stop loss right there. There we go. Let's see what else going on. This ended up playing out as well. All right, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and mark this off right there. Then we're gonna get rid of this because I didn't enter that trade. I just had that trade marked off. So we got this doing a retest right now. So we're gonna be paying attention to EA. We got this retest about to pop off. So we gotta pay attention to EA. I'm gonna put this in my other chart. Boom. Give me 1 second. Those just joined the stream. I'm just putting up my setups, my trade ideas. Haven't entered anything yet. But there are a few setups we possibly can soon. So that's what we're looking at right now. All right, cool. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at NAS buys. We're going to be looking at EA sells, possibly GA sells as well. Then we're going to be looking at the JPY pairs. So I'm going to write some of these trade ideas up. Again, haven't entered any trades yet. Put that like that. Then I'm going to do this. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm writing some of these trade ideas up. All right, so we got these retests going on. So I'm looking at EA as well. I'll pull that up. Let's see what SPX is up to. SPX ended up flying as well. Yeah, so a lot of moves ended up happening within the past couple hours. So we got some volume pumping, which is a good sign. All right, gold's still kind of ranging. So we're going to keep an eye on gold too. But it's kind of ranging right now. So we're going to let it do its thing for a little bit. It's probably got to do a retest again. Yeah, so we're going to let that do its thing. So we're going to be paying attention to EA. EA ended up playing out as projected as well. So we're going to see if it can hold underneath this level. As you can see, it did a perfect pivot up here. So we could have entered up here during Tokyo session, but now it broke this level. It's doing a retest. So we're going to see if it can hold this level. And if it can hold underneath this daily level, we can look for a sell setup here. So that's going to be the game plan right now. So we've been watching EA. We've been looking at NAS. And then we've been watching the JPY pairs. Yeah, this is the perfect position for a new low to be made. We have this nice low here. So we could see potentially a new low get made today and this week. So that's what we're going to be looking at right there. We're right back underneath the strong support resistance level. So we're going to wait for the next 15. And if we can hold this level, we could possibly look for a sell right here. All right, so we're looking at EA. About to pull up these other pairs and see what's going on. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered anything yet. This is just a trade idea. All right, we have not entered anything yet. It's just a trade idea. Yes, I think EA is what we're going to be paying attention to right now. EN looks good too. So we're looking at EN and EA. The GP pairs, I'm going to leave alone for now. Yeah, I think that's the move. All right, we got EJ doing a retest. We're going to see how it reacts to this level up here. So we got EA doing a retest as well for us. All right, you see how we did last week on the screen. All right, we went 10-1 last week. I'm going to pull that up in a second as well. Just right now, I want to make sure we're not missing any setups. Yes, I'm going to be paying attention to EJ. Going to be watching EA, EN. Going to be watching NAS. Going to be keeping an eye on gold. Going to be watching the JPY pairs. That's going to be the game plan right there. Yeah, I think that's going to be the game plan right there. We got about 40 seconds until the next 5 minute. So we're going to see what that 5 minute looks like. Yeah, but we got some good looking setups so far. All right, so make sure you hit that first link in the description, join the free signal room. All right, what I want y'all to do is watch this video when I get the chance. All right, because I dropped this, you see 10:17 right before London session, and a lot of stuff ended up playing out. So I want y'all to check that out, see why I explain what I explained, what I'm looking at, so y'all can kind of see what I'm looking at and see why I was able to project the direction price is going. So right now we're looking for EA possible sells. It did a nice drop last night. Now it's holding this low. It's doing a nice retest. So we're going for the next 15. So if we can hold this level, we can look for a possible sell right here. Then I'm also looking at NAS on my other screen. Let me pull up NAS. So I'm looking at a possible buy setup for NAS as well. I might have to update my levels, add some more levels. But yeah, it's still bullish. Did a nice retest here. It's broken back above this daily level. So we can hold this level. We can possibly see price continue to climb up. Did a nice rejection off this imbalance here. Excuse me, but still no lows, new lower lows have been made. So that's why we're still looking for buys. And then we just, again, had this nice pivot up here. So if we can hold this level, we can definitely look for some buys to continue to the upside. So that's what we're going to be looking at. So we're going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at, and we're going to be looking at EA. Gold still got some work to do. So we're going to hold off on gold. So we got about 4 more minutes to the next 15. So we're going to be waiting for the next 15. Whoops. Reload. My screen want to freeze on me. Yeah, so I'm going to write some of these trade ideas up. Yeah, so we're waiting for the next 15, see what the next 15 looks like, just to see if it can hold this level, or it's going to try to retrace. So give me 1 second, y'all. Because I don't know about y'all, but I can't text and type or talking. See, I can't even talk and text. 605. I want to say entry. All right, bet. Then we're looking at NAS right here. $13,300. All right, cool. Yeah, so these are going to be the 2 pairs we're looking at right here. So we got about a minute and 45 to the next 15. I'm going to see what that looks like. Those just joining the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. We're looking at EA, we're looking at NAS, we're looking at EN, we're watching the JPY pairs, but we haven't entered anything yet. We're waiting for this next 15 to see what that's going to be doing. All right, you should see on your screen. Well, no, it's not on the screen. There it goes. All right, so you should see how on your screen how we did last week. We're going to go over that in just a second. But if y'all want to go ahead and see for yourselves, go ahead and hit that first link and join the free signal room, free Telegram. All right, so it's holding this level nicely. So yeah, we're going to wait for the next 15 to see what this is looking like. Kind of like this right here. Got a level of traffic, a nice little level of traffic underneath. But we're going to see if it can hold. Let me see what these other pairs are up to. Or at it. NAS is doing a retest as well. Let's see what everything else is looking like. Yeah, so I'm watching EJ as well. All right, new 15 just started. So it's starting off green, which is why we wanted to wait. So if it wants to retrace, that's good for us because, again, that's just going to give us a better risk reward. It's going to help us catch more pips. So if price is going to keep going up, we're just going to let it go up. Got no issues with that. Got no issues with that. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. Yeah, so we're going to let it do this thing for now. All right, it's rejecting that level a little bit. I'm going to pull the trigger yet, still waiting. I got a certain price I'm waiting for it to hit. Let's see. Yeah, gold's retracing still, so we're going to let gold do its thing. I want to look for sells on gold, but if it breaks on that daily level, that could change. But for now, I am still looking for sells. My bad, I'm quiet because I'm looking at multiple charts right now. Yeah, but we're going to let this keep pumping up. It's doing a retest. That's no issue. All right, cool. So it's tapping this level. So we're still looking for a sell. Just waiting for it to see if we can hold that level or not. Also looking at these other pairs. So let's go ahead and pull them up. Whoa, okay. Trading is bugging out. Yeah, so we're looking for a sell on this as well. So we're waiting for it to either retrace back to this level or we're going to wait for it to try to break this level here. Because we could see a possible new lower low get made here. So just going to wait for it to react to this level around 74.30. Because as we see here, this is a major support resistance level. So if it can break this level here, then realistically we can possibly see the downtrend continue on. So that's what we're looking at right there. So that's what we're waiting on. It is Monday. Volume is starting to pick up. But yeah, we're just waiting for these confirmations right now, like usual. Just another day. So let me put it on that. Let me do this. My bad, y'all. Give me 1 second. Where is... Here it is. Yeah, so you see on the screen how we did last week. I'm gonna pull that up in just a second. I'm over here writing some trade ideas up. I'm gonna put this back on EA. So we're seeing if we can hold this level. Kind of same thing like EN. We're approaching we're currently on a strong support resistance level. So depending on how it reacts here, we could see a possible reversal happen. But if we can maintain this low as resistance, then we could see a new lower low get made here as well. So that's what we're really waiting on. We're waiting to see if it can hold this level. It's doing a retest. So again, if price is pushing up and we're looking for sales, we're gonna let it keep pushing up. You should never be in a rush to enter a trade. Yeah, so give me 1 second. After I write this trade idea up, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the charts. So just give me one. I mean, not the charts. Pull up the Telegram. So just give me 1 second. If you just joined the stream, just rewind about 5 minutes or to the beginning. I broke down what we're looking for right now. Broke down why we're looking for what we're looking for, and also go ahead and hit that first link in the description and check out this video I dropped in here as well. All right. So give me 1 second. Forward. And then we're going to do 13. There we go. All right, cool. All right, bam. So I'm waiting for these setups to play out or confirmations to be met. We're going to go ahead and pull up how we did last week. So we just scroll up a little bit. We can see how we did last week. We went 10-1 with the 90% win rate. Caught a total of 84,007 pips. Monday, we caught 837 pips. Tuesday, we caught 1,515. Wednesday, we caught 2,400. Thursday, we caught 3,135. And then Friday, we caught 520 pips. 8,150 was strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. If you click here, I'll take you to the very top. See how Monday went. You can see every trade, my personal entry, SL, TPs, the time the trade was posted, how many people viewed or entered the trade. I post screenshots of me in the trade. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram. You should see on the bottom of your screen so you can see real-time screenshots. Because I'm not going to post, update after update, but I do post a lot more screenshots on Instagram. So make sure to follow me on that as well as TikTok. But here's another screenshot of me in trades. So I post screenshots, and at the end of every day, I do a recap, go over all the trades taken in both the advanced play signal room and in the free signal room. And also I post screenshots of the advanced play signal room trades and screenshots of the trade signals on Instagram as well. So again, make sure to follow me on Instagram if y'all trying to see all that stuff. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. You can see all that. And of course, that's just last week. You can scroll up to the beginning of this month, which we'll go over in a little bit as well. But I just want to pay attention to the charts for right now. But yeah, so everything's here. Losses, wins, everything's documented here. And you can just see how the day and the week went. So go ahead and hit that first link and check that out. But yeah, we're still looking at possible sell setup here. New 5 minutes about to start. It's doing a nice retest, which is what we're looking for. It's respecting this level so far, but we want to see a nice little drop to the downside. So that's what we're kind of looking and waiting for as of now. That's kind of what we're looking and waiting for. And there we go. It's doing a nice rejection. But since new 5 minutes started, we're going to wait for the next 15. So we're going to let this candlestick close out and do its thing. While that's doing its thing, we're going to pull up these other pairs and see what's going on. Really curious to see what EJ is up to. So EJ, if it breaks this level, all right, just like I went over in that video, and if we tell her, if it breaks that level and holds, well, let me not say break it, if it rejects this level, then we can continue to go for sells like me and the members did on Thursday and Friday. So if it breaks this level, we can see a possibly new low get made. But if it can break and hold this level as support, then we can possibly see the uptrend continue. But the way it's looking, we might be looking for sells, but it really depends how it reacts to this level here. So we're just going to be patiently waiting to see if it's going to respect or reject this level. But if it can hold this level as support like it kind of did here, then we could possibly look for buys. So really going to be patiently waiting because, again, we're trying to determine the direction price is going for the day and the week. We're not just trying to catch one or two candlesticks. So just going to be patiently waiting to see how price reacts to these levels here. And then I'm going to put it right here. Yeah, but we're going to go back on EA. Yeah, so it's holding that level nicely. Yeah, so we're going to wait for the next 15 and see what that looks like. And then we're going to go from there. Yeah, so it's rejecting nicely. So it's treating as resistance still, which is a good sign. So we got about 2 minutes to the next 15. We want to see how that looks, and then we're going to go from there. Yeah, but we do have news events this week. Not as much as last week or, of course, the beginning of the month. But going into New York at 8:30, we do get the Empire State Manufacturing Index. That's pretty much it for today. We do have Australian news during Tokyo session later on when market reopens. Then Tuesday, right before London, we got some GBP news. Then 8:30, we got Canadian USD news again. So it looks like a pretty normal week this week. Then at 5:50 on Wednesday, we got GBP news. Then we have Australian news like 3 days in a row at the same time. So definitely going to be interesting to see what goes on with the structure and the trend for the AUD pairs. Then we got some bank holidays on Thursday, a couple news events during New York, and then a regular looking Friday. So yeah, not too much crazy events going on this week. So it's really just going to be looking for market structure. Only ones that's mainly going to be like having some possible harsh reactions or changes and or choppiness is Australian pairs and possibly the USD pairs. But that's pretty much it. But EA is rejecting this level nicely. We got about 36 to the next 15. So we want to see if this next 15 is going to turn red and try to drop to the downside. And if that's what it does, then we might just enter this. So because I'm going to go ahead and post the disclaimer. All right, make sure to read this disclaimer. I post the same disclaimer every day before I post any trade. It's just 11 sentences. It might seem like a lot when you on your phone screen, but it's just 11 sentences. Make sure to read that. All right. Some stuff you might know already, some stuff you might not. Some stuff might be common sense to you. Some stuff might not be common sense to others. So make sure just to read all that. It's going to explain how the TPs work as well and all that good stuff. Whoops. Yeah, so it's rejecting the level. So like I said, I got a certain price and waiting for it to break. But this is a good sign. It definitely is struggling to break through this level of traffic though. But did just do a nice drop. Let's see what the 4 hour. We do have this imbalance right here. Yeah, so we have a slight level of traffic that we're kind of struggling to break, but we can hold underneath this level like I mentioned before. Then we can see a new low get made here. So that's what we're looking for right there. Did a nice little rejection during Tokyo session a few hours ago. It's kind of struggling right here, but it's still holding this level. So we are going to keep an eye on this. I'm going to go see what these other pairs are looking like as well. Make sure we don't get sidetracked or anything. So gold's pumping up. Let's see what that's doing. Yeah, gold's super. I'm on the weekly. So on the weekly, prices. Well, let me pull it up. Well, we're not going to do that yet because price is going to move. All right. Yeah, I like that rejection now. All right, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to enter this sell right here. I'm going to post the TPs in the chat. And of course, if y'all don't see what I see, y'all don't have to enter. But I am in this trade. Any trade I do post is one I do personally enter. So I'm going to post the TPs in the chat. 1.62. And again, make sure to read the disclaimer. All right. If you haven't read the disclaimer, do that before entering the trade. Posted a few minutes ago. We're not, risking 20% of our account, 50% of our account. Nothing crazy like that. 6.2. And I'm going to catch you to the comments after this. $6.2. That's a decent stop loss. Yeah, 6.205. 6.215. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm typing the TVs up, but I was typing it the wrong way. There we go. I was like, that doesn't look right. 6.220. So let's see if we can hold this level. And again, the reason why we're going for the sell here is because it did a nice drop during Tokyo session. If you watched the video in the free signal room, it kind of did exactly as projected. So this would have been the ideal entry. But I really don't usually trade on Sunday nights. But if I did, it would be super blue right here. But this is the next major support resistance level. So if we can hold this level, we can see the new lower low getting made here. But it is still early. It's still London session. We still got all of London session and New York. But if we can hold the level, that's definitely what we can see happening here, which is why we're going for this sell. All right. And our stop loss is right above not only this key price level, but this nice wall of price here. So we're going to wait and see what price does. All right. Going to mark off. Down. So we want to keep it on that. I'm looking at other pairs on my other screen as well. I'm going to catch you to the comments in a second also. Yeah, so we got this level of traffic to the left that is kind of struggling to break through, but when volume picks up, it can definitely break through it. All right, so this is a level traffic. If you don't know what a level of traffic is, I'm gonna drop a video on that. I gotta fix my audio, but I'm gonna drop a video on that because I went over it in the previous lives, but I think I need to drop a more in-depth video on that. So I think I'll do that. But yeah, I'm quiet right now because I'm looking at some other pairs. So just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, cool. Yeah, so it's rejecting low right now, but we're still going to hold the SRTP gets hit. It's definitely trying to break that level, but struggling to break through this level of traffic here, right where this TP's at. We actually missed it by about like a pip and a half. But yeah, we're going to see if we can hold this level here. So we're going to let that do its thing. Let me catch up to these comments. What's going on, Fitmon? I see you in here. Yeah, so we're going to see if we can break this level right here. It's definitely trying, so we're going to let it do its thing. We're not going to go too crazy on trades right now. One, because a few pairs got to do some retracements. And two, because it is Monday, so we are waiting for volume to pick up on a lot of these pairs, especially the USD pairs. There are a few other setups I am looking at that I kind of like. All right, so I'm going to go over gold in just a second as well. All right, so looking at gold. So if we go into weekly, I usually don't go into weekly. I go into weekly like maybe every now and again, maybe when a new month starts or something like that. So if we go, as I said, go into weekly. So if we go into weekly, one thing we can definitely notice here is, like I said before, these were the new highs. And I already off rip, you got to think, when you're trading, you got to think about a few things, right? Now, this is the highest price it's ever gone, and this is gold. So you got to think, is it really going to break that level? Are they really going to want it to break that level, especially when we were going bullish for so long, month after month after month? Ever since we almost broke those highs, prices, the rejections, and it's just been wicking. So looking on the daily, again, we were bullish, but we rejected this level. So right now it's currently treating this level as resistance. So we're going to wait to see how price reacts to the 2022 price range, the 2022 price range. So that's what we're waiting on right now. But if we go on the weekly, we can see exactly what's talking about. It was extremely bullish. But then you see every time we try to make new highs, just wick after wick after wick, rejection after rejection, and keeps on closing even on the weekly under 2022. So that's why we're waiting to see how price reacts to that, because if it continues to treat that as resistance, then we can possibly see price drop to the downside. But if it can break this level, then we can possibly see possible buys, right? But I'd rather look for sales underneath 2022. If it breaks above this level, maybe high risk buys. But again, we do have news popping up later on New York. So we're going to see how that affects the markets. But for now, I'm just going to watch and observe because there are other pairs that have cleaner looking setups and cleaner looking trends and flows. So I'd rather wait for price to come to a more defined price area where we'll have a higher chance of price going our way. So I'm just going to let that do its thing for right now. That's pretty much what's going on with gold. One second. All right, cool. Now let's go ahead and pull up, see what E ends up to. Yeah, so EN's still chilling. So that's still in the middle of two zones. We're gonna let that do its thing. See what EJ is up to. So EJ is holding above this level so far. Let's go on this. So it's holding above this level so far. Respecting as a support. We got a few minutes to the next 15 starts. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to this because, like I said, we have a lot of pairs right now that are already on these key price levels where it can basically, depending on which way it goes, it can continue the uptrend bullish momentum, or we can see possible reversals, especially with these JPY pairs, because those that have been here, we were catching buys. We caught a majority of these buys, right? Either on EJ or GJ or even CJ, we're catching a lot of JPY pair buys. We caught the majority of this uptrend as well as the downtrend, as you can see just from the long and short positions here. We were riding this whole wave up, and as you can see, this was the news candlestick on this Friday. So up until pretty much this month, we were nice and bullish. Then we had this rejection. Then we had a reattempt for a new high to be made, then rejection, and now we are respecting this level down here, and that's what caused us to shoot back up. But depending on how price reacts to this level, we can see possibly a new lower low be made. So that's what we're looking at right there. And then this pair could also be affected by the news going on into New York, because a lot of USD news affects other pairs besides the USD pairs. So we always see like the GBP Euro pairs and JPY pairs get affected as well. But so far it's holding this low as a support. But we just hit TP1 on EA. Y'all should be blue on y'all screen. We just hit TP1 on EA. Let me go ahead and notify y'all TP1 just got hit. So go ahead and hit that like button, y'all. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I'm gonna pull that up right now. So we just hit TP1. So y'all should be nice and blue right now. Waited for the retest, waited a few candlesticks, got in right at the retest. Now we can possibly see a new low get made here. All right, that's why we wanted to wait for that confirmation. Again, we see these nice little lows being made here. Nice drop, did a retest this level, broke, waited for this retest. Now we're entering, and now we see price going for around 2, trying to break through this level of traffic here. So we're going to see if we can break that level. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. Yeah, so EN still got a little bit of work to do. Yeah, so this is really trying to break this level, but it's going to take some volume to break through this level of traffic here. So that's what we're going to be waiting on, really. Like levels of traffic or walls of price, especially stuff like this, it's going to take volume to break through that, because we see prices naturally trying to do it, but it's going to take some volume to force itself through these levels, because if there's no volume, that's where we see like kind of what we saw last week, which was a bunch of choppiness, right? If we go to last week, well, this isn't even last week. Here's last week, right? This was literally last week. Just look at all this choppiness. All right, look at the date. This was Monday, May 8th, Tuesday, Wednesday, one quick move and then choppiness, right? So literally all last week price was just taking a nap, just a hibernation at this level. So it's going to take some volume for price to break through that level there. So that's what we're looking for right there. Looking at the other pairs too, but like I said, they still got a little bit of work to do. That, or like I said, I'm either waiting for confirmations on the current level it's at, and if I just don't like what I see, I'm just going to wait to try to enter at a safer level. Because again, you don't have to be in a trade all the time. You don't always have to enter. There is better. Sometimes it's better to just wait for cleaner setups. Because again, we're not here to try to gain. We're here to, if we're entering a trade, we're entering a trade because we're confident it's going to go our way, and we're confident we can catch some pips and make some money on it. We're not just going to enter trades because we see a quick movement here or a movement there. And plus, it's Monday. Mondays and Tuesdays are usually the slower days with the slower volume, especially until New York pops around the corner. So we're just gonna be chilling until then. Do you think the news coming up for USD could possibly push gold up since it's projected to be negative? I don't really, to be honest, I don't care what the news says. I haven't seen your name before, so I'm assuming you're new. All right, shout out to you. But I don't really care about the news. So what I do is, this is how I go about the news days. I'm actually going to link the video. It's on my channel though, but I'm going to link the video right here. It's called How to Trade News. There's 2 parts. And this is how I go about news. Because if you notice, well, if you go on the bigger time frames, at least the daily and weekly, the news 9 times out of 10 just follows market structure. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just follows market structure. All that other stuff's to confuse you. And then also, they already know what they have planned for the news. So it's like, you know, I'm not trying to get super deep into it, but to answer your question, we can go over gold in a second again. But I don't really watch the news. I don't care what the report is, because at the end of the day, they already got that piece of paper printed out from weeks ago, months ago, if not years ago. And they're just going to give it to whoever to read it out loud. And then they're like, oh, look what happened. But it was already planned. So basically, you want to try to get ahead of the game. So I'm about to link this video. I'm going to link part 1 and then part 2, because in part 1, I explain exactly how I go about news days. And then part 2, I show y'all trades that we enter actually on live that we use the same exact strategy on. So let me go ahead and link those. And then those watching the recorded of this, I got y'all too. I'm going to put it up on the screen so y'all can check it out. All right. And then we're going to look at gold as well. We're going to look at gold as well. So I'm going to pull up gold. All right, so this is for y'all watching the recorded. First one's How to Trade News. Just go to my profile. And then that's the second part of it. All right. So looking at gold, all right. So like I said, on the weekly, not the monthly, on the weekly, we can see that we was nice and bullish. We was catching buys when those that been in the either the free or the advanced play signal. We already know we've been catching these buys on it. But also you can see that price has been wicking week after week and closing below 2022, right? So that's why why we're waiting to see how price reacts to 2022. So if price can continue to reject 2022, then we could possibly see short-term sales and or the downtrend reversal happen. All right, but we also have the strong level of price at 2004, 2006 that we have to pay attention to, because again, when we was entering these buys here, price was holding this level as a strong resistance for weeks. This is the daily time frame, right? So let me highlight this so y'all see what I'm talking about. It's holding this level for weeks, right? And then it broke out of it. This was probably a news day. And then we looked like we're going to see a new high get made. But again, if we look, this is why you got to look on bigger time frames to do proper back tests. Because if we look, this is the highest price has ever gone, which was like 2076. This is the highest price went. Last time price hit this height, huge downtrend began. Second time price hit this height, huge downtrend began. But peep, it didn't break this level. Then the third time, it didn't break this level also. And if you go to really anything from the last 2 weeks of April and all this month, I've been talking about this and basically kind of called it was not going to break this high. So with the news, if we can break 2022 and can hold that level of support, then we could possibly see those highs get made. But it really just depends on what happens now and then after the news. So that's the main two levels we're going to pay attention to. So if we can break 2022, hold that as support, then we can definitely hit 2030 and then 2040 on the extreme. Now, depending on if we can break above 2040, then I'll be like, okay, we can possibly see all-time highs get hit this month or soon. But until then, I'm looking towards sales, but I'm probably not going to enter it until after it hits 2022 and I see how it reacts there. So whatever comes first, whether it hits that level first or the news event happens, then we'll go from there. But right now, it technically it's kind of stuck at this low of traffic. So I'm leaning towards sales, but definitely like short-term sales for now. I'm not going to be like, okay, I'm looking strictly for sales until price can break it below 2004. So that's what I'm looking at for gold. And again, if we just look at news events, like a good example is GJ, right? And I also went over this. Let me see, because some stuff is strictly for trying to see if I dropped a video last week in the free channel. Because I'm trying to drop more free videos. Well, obviously, there's lives and stuff like that. I'm not talking about like more in-depth analysis. I know people still don't watch the lives, but then people will still hit me up with questions, which is cool. And plus, the lives are pretty long. I'm gonna start doing time steps for like when we enter trades and TPs got hit. But I feel like I dropped a video. I guess not. I probably passed it too, so I'm gonna pull it up on my. Okay, this was the 3rd, May 3rd. Okay, never mind. So I didn't drop that video, but I went over on the live. So this was a news candlestick. This one right here. So let's go on a naked chart so it's not too confusing. And before I do this, let me look at these other pairs and I don't get sidetracked. 1 second, y'all, and then we're gonna get back to it. Give me 1 second. So EA is still attempting. All right, cool. All right. Hey, no problem. I got you, Trey. All right. So again, this is what I mean by, and when you watch that video and when I explain this, it's going to make sense. All right. But we're going to naked chart because I know these lines can kind of throw people off. This was from either a Zoom meeting or one-on-one session, but we'll just keep this for now. All right. We'll delete this. All right. Cool. All right. We'll delete this too. Just gonna keep it simple, looking at the structure. All right, remember this was a news candle, so you go to May 1st. Matter of fact, we can do that right now. Let's just go to May 1st. Just make it simple for y'all. We're gonna go to May 1st. So you see May 1st, we had JPY. Didn't we have JPY news? Or am I tripping? I could have sworn we had JPY news this day. Oh, this is the 28th. Okay. Let's go back one more week. All right. So we had JPY news this day, right? We see we had JPY high impact news. Then we also had JPY news at 12 a.m. Right? So before this candlestick, price is clearly bullish, right? Price was clearly on the way to make a new high before this candlestick. So it's not a huge shock, but also, again, I break this down in the video. Well, 9 times out of 10, when there's a high impact news event, you're going to see price chilling at a key price level, a strong support resistance level, and on the bigger time frames, we're at a price level where if price breaks or rejects it, we can either see a reversal or the continuation of the trend. What do we see here? Here, where we're bullish, but we're at this key price level where we can either see a reversal or if price can break that level, we can see the continuation of the trend, right? So I'm just going to mark this off. I'm not going to be perfect here. So we can see here clearly that this is a strong resistance level, right? So it's not a surprise. Well, let me move these arrows so y'all can see that price was struggling to break this level. You can clearly see price struggled and is treating this level as resistance. So the news day comes. Again, it's not a huge shocker that this happened, right? Same thing with GBP, New Zealand, and GBP AED. Now the members know this because I dropped a video talking to them about this. I don't know if I put it in the free channel, but I went over this with the members. Matter of fact, let me see if I did put it in the channel. Let me pull it up and see what to do. Because if I didn't, I went over it, but I don't know. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I didn't type it, but I broke it down in the video. Okay. But same thing with this, right? This was the news candlestick on Friday. You go on the channel, when we go back in the free second, we call these sell, right? Same thing. Let's go on the naked chart. Same thing. This is a major price level. Why is it a major price level? We have a level of traffic here. This is support resistance level. And if price can break this level, we can see the continuation of the trend. But what did we see the day before the news event? We saw, right? We saw price struggle. We saw price reject and break back and close above this daily support resistance level. And then we go on the news and we see that there's a news event for the New Zealand pairs. So we were going for sells. We went for sell that Monday as well. But again, same thing. News event at a key price level where we can possibly see the reversal and or the continuation. So I was like, we're going to wait to see what happens. I let the members know. I was like, let me pull it up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. So the same date here, you see what's going for sales. I was like, this is the old trades and take that, all right? But I was like, got New Zealand news tonight and GBP news before London. So we was waiting for sales because again, if we go into the free Telegram, you can see where it's calling sales on GN the entire week. So we go up to the free Telegram, you can see that was calling sales that Friday. This was that Friday, and the rest of those TPs got hit on Monday, right? Calling A sales, and we're also calling more GN sales, right? Dropped to the downside on GN, broke some more stuff down in this chart analysis, was calling GN and GA sales the entire week. This news event, this was the candle from Monday, This news event took out all the downside momentum from the entire week. Probably screwed everybody's week up, especially the people swing trading, all that stuff. So again, if you know how to read the charts, then you can kind of predict what news is going to do. Because again, it's no secret. You just got to know how to look at the charts. They already have planned what they're going to do. It's just a person that they hired to read a piece of paper. It's not no magic stuff. Those reports don't mean anything. None of that stuff. So you just got to know how to read the charts and know what are the three main possibilities price can do. And again, we watch that video, I go further in depth with that, but this is just two examples of news events doing what I was just talking about. So that's all news does. So I don't watch the news. I don't care what they say. I don't care about the reports. I just read the charts and determine from there what price can possibly do. That's pretty much how I go about news. That's pretty much how I go about news. So yeah, price is still chilling right here, which is not too much of a surprise. We'll be waiting for volume to pick up for the most part. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. Yeah, so we're just going to let these pairs do their thing for right now. We're just going to let the pairs do their thing for right now. I see you in here gaming. I thought the stream was over, G. What's up, man? No. We're here every day. Blended session 3 a.m. EST every day. It's going to be changing to a different time zone, though. So we're going to be moving in a little bit. So it's going to be a different time zone, but I'm probably going to still base everything on EST just not to confuse people. But I'm going to be in a different time zone in a little bit. Yeah, I hope that made some sense for y'all watching the stream, all right? Hope that made some sense because, again, if you go to any news event, you're going to see that. And the members, we go live for most of the high-impact news during New York session, and we see that happen time after time after time after time. All right, so it's not too much of a surprise. And again, I actually dropped a recorded from a New York session live a couple weeks ago. So we're going to do a free Telegram. Let me see where it's at. So let me scroll down a little bit. I believe it was this month. Yeah. So you scroll to the 3rd. This was a live that was during one of the news events on the 3rd. And I break down a lot of stuff. And also you're going to see the same stuff happen. You're going to see price chilling at a key price level right before the news. You're going to see, like, literally, that's all price does. Whoops. That's all price does. Exactly. Yes. And that's why I stress on it. If you haven't watched my previous video, I posted the same thing on TikTok and Instagram, but make sure to follow me on TikTok because we're almost at 1,000 followers. And when we get 1,000 followers, it's going to be lit. We're going to be doing different live stuff. It's going to be real different, but that's besides the point. Make sure when you go on any of those, my Instagram, you go to my previous YouTube short or my Instagram, on my TikTok post, make sure to check out my recent 2 things. All right. Because it's very important. Because again, a lot of people, they read those reports and stuff because, like I was in the past, genuinely didn't understand what was going on. But there's a lot of stuff in place to confuse and set people up. All right. Just like these key price levels. If you don't have these key price levels marked off, you're going to be messing up a lot of the times because, as you can see here, me just putting these lines on my screen, let me bold these up for you so you can see what I'm looking at. So it's just crazy how me putting these simple lines on the screen. All right, so we're about to highlight all of these. Just putting these simple lines on the screen, we can see time after time, every time price hits these levels, it either treats it as a resistance or support level. This was all the way in February, right? This was April, right? This was literally last week. This was May. This was April. This is all the way in October 2022. This is all the way June 2020. So for over 3 years, we see how price is continuously treating these same levels as support and resistance levels for over 3 years. So for over 3 years, they're doing that. Do you not think it's going to do the same thing this year, this month, this week, next month? So I'm just patiently waiting for price to hit these levels, because also we don't control the markets. So it'd be wise to trade off key price levels that have receipts, especially years worth of receipts showing it's going to do 9 times out of 10 the same thing or have the same reaction. And then also you see when it hits these levels, we see a nice bounce. So that's going to help us give us momentum to enter these trades. A good example is this EN setup right here, right? Wait for price to break below this level, did a retest, nice bounce, rejection, then price literally is just making lower lows off these key price levels. Like you literally see how price is creating lower lows off these key price levels. All right, like literally just it's like following the program. And these key price levels on literally anything with the chart, crypto, indices, metals, currency pairs, all that stuff. But let's see what else is going down. So we're just gonna be chilling for right now. Yeah, so we're gonna wait to see how price reacts to 2022. Because again, last week on Friday, that news event happened, wicked up, rejected that level. Same thing happened last time, it hit that level, wicked up, rejected. So right now it's treated as a resistance. But if we go to a couple of weeks ago, beginning of this month, it was treated as a support level. You see how price, and we went for buys on all these levels. This was mainly for the members, these gold buys, but I call it gold buys in the free channel as well. But you can see price broke these levels, broke above it, treat this level as support, nice retest, right? Support level, same level, getting treated as resistance, So I was getting treated as resistance twice here. There's a high chance it's going to get treated as resistance again here. But with the news going on and the way price is looking on the daily time frame and the 4-hour, it could possibly break through it, which is why we're waiting to see how price reacts to this level here. Whoops, my bad. I didn't know that was still in there. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with gold right there. Going on with gold. Yeah, EA is doing a retest. Yeah, struggling to break that level as expected, but we're going to see what happens going later on into London and pre-New York. Like I said, we're going to be just chilling for the most part because there are other pairs that need to do some retracements and are breaking some key price levels. So we're just going to be chilling for right now. But your price is kind of just stagnant and or in levels of traffic. It's probably going to be doing that until closer to New York. So I'm probably not going to be messing or entering anything else until then. It was a quick volume spike a couple hours before London session started. But as we see, price is kind of just chilling right now for the most part. Probably building orders. So we're just going to be chilling for right now. Those are just showing the string wheel. Entered one trade. Posted that in the channel. Hit TP1. It's doing a retest / struggling to break through these levels of traffic. We went over a bunch of stuff. So if you just joined the stream, I do suggest rewinding because we broke down a lot of good stuff. All right, you see on your screen how we did last week. I got to pull it back up because I accidentally exited out of it. So give me 1 second. All right, there we go. This is how we did last week. We went 10-1, but the 90% win rate caught a total of 8,407 pips. 8,150 was strictly with the members in the advanced play signal room. Monday, we caught 837 pips. Tuesday, we caught 1,515. Wednesday, we caught 2,400. Thursday, we caught 3,135. And Friday, we caught 520 pips. You click right here. It's going to take you to the top of the week. You're going to see everything, entries, SLs, TPs, the time the trade was posted, how many people viewed and or entered the trade, the time when the TPs were hit, screenshots of the trades, all that good stuff. And then how we did the week before that. The first week of May, we went 7-2 with a 77% win rate, catching a total of 4,308 pips. All right, and then how we ended last month. Last month, we went 47-5 for the entire month, giving us a 92% win rate, catching a total of 108,599 pips. 90,800 of those pips were strictly with the members. In the advanced play signal room, you click right here. It's going to take you to the very beginning. This is the first week of April. If you want to click here, it'll take you to literally right here, April 3rd, which is the first week of April. Same thing, screenshots, SLs, TPs. At the end of every day, I do a recap, all the trades taken in both the advanced and free signal room, what TP got hit, how many pips we caught off that trade, and of course, the total of all those trades combined, then what we went for the day. And yeah, all that good stuff. You can scroll and see all that. Now, how we did for the first quarter, which we don't know what a quarter is. Every 3 months is a quarter. That's why they call it a quarter, because, you know, there's 12 months. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 quarters makes $1. But yeah, so that's what a quarter is. So how we did last quarter, if I can, January, March. Now I gotta remember where I posted it at. So give me 1 second while I'm scrolling. I gotta remember where I posted it. I might have posted it. No, I think I'm getting close. All right, here we are. No, this is how we ended March. So we ended March 59-5 with a 92% win rate, catching a total of 92,592 pips. So where's the quarter? I think I'll have to scroll up. I think I passed it. That was the giveaway. Okay, here's the quarter. So we ended the first quarter of the year with 93% win rate. We took 199 wins, only 14 losses, and that's 3 months combined. We only took 14 losses, 199 wins combined in the first 3 months. Caught a total of 364,733 pips. 72,000 of those were strictly with the members and advanced play signal room. And same thing, you click here, it's going to take you to the beginning of the year. Same thing, you're going to see all that stuff, all those receipts, screenshots. This is screenshots of advanced play signal room, all that good stuff. You see the reactions. And then if you want to be super due diligent in your research on me, you can scroll to even how we did last year, right? This is how we ended last year in December. Caught a total of 421,811 pips. I didn't do how many wins, losses. I didn't start doing that till this year, but, you know, scroll up to here. It'll take you to December. You can even scroll up to literally, you know, if you just keep scrolling, over a year I've been doing this. All wins, all losses documented. You can see everything for literally over a year. This is August of literally last year. You can see we've been doing this consistently for a while, winning more than we're losing, high win rates, TPs getting hit, all that good stuff. So you click that first link in the description. You can hit the free signal room and check all this stuff out for yourself. All right. That's pretty much what's going on there. So gold's approaching this level. Going to be watching the charts to see how price reacts. But like I said, I'm probably not going to enter anything else until closer to New York, because the pairs I do like have some work to do. So only in 2 trades, an EA and then me and the members are in another trade. But as far as everything else goes, I'm going to be chilling off that for the time being. Let me catch up to these comments. All right, if you haven't already, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You should see it on the bottom of your screen. Instagram is playmaker_way, TikTok way. Do I trade crypto? I haven't done it in a minute, but I used to trade crypto. I haven't done it in a minute, not gonna lie to you. I've been super focused on, because before I figured this strategy out, that's all I used to trade. All I used to trade was crypto, gold, and indices. but that strategy wasn't as accurate. It was still pretty good, but like when I think back at it now, if I knew the stuff I knew now, that strategy probably still would have served me right. I just haven't looked at crypto in a while, but I be looking at it on the weekends, and I might start doing it again. I might start doing it on the weekends, maybe. Who knows? But there were a few good moves last week and this year, but I haven't traded it really. I just been strictly focused on Forex and the indices and stuff. But the strategy works on crypto as well. I have the crypto channel made actually. I've just been so busy with it. I have a lot of stuff I've been working on. But I do have the crypto channel made. So I might start, if y'all are interested in it, I might do a poll. And depending on how many votes I get, if y'all are interested in it, I might start doing that. Because I do have the channel made. I just haven't posted any of this stuff. But I do have the channel made. So I might do a poll later this week or something. And depending on how many people are interested in that, I might start doing that, like chart analysis. I might call like levels to look for maybe possible sells or buys. I might start doing stuff like that. So it just depends. But as of this year, I've just been strictly on Forex. Let me see if I cut it to the comments. All right, cool. All right. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because we don't just go live daily. But if you just go onto the channel, you'll see that there's countless trade breakdowns, trading plan videos, prop firm funded account videos, trading psychology videos, chart videos, all that good stuff. So I'm about to pull it up right now, actually. See right here on the YouTube, on videos, I got a 200 account flip challenge where the first 3 days I made 50% of the count. I show screenshots to break down the trades, all that good stuff. And this is realistic results. This isn't me like over leveraging. Like I'm literally risking like 5% per trade like usual. So make sure to check that out, especially for those that are with small accounts thinking you can't make money on small accounts. You can. It's just all about your strategy, and it comes down to math. All right. I got videos on risk to reward. I got this video on this 2,400 pip move or 240 pip point move on gold. I got the trade breakdown I linked earlier. 3 things you need to do before entering a trade. 5 tips that made me profitable on trading. Another 200 pip trade breakdown. 150 pip trade breakdown. A video on prop firms. Another 100 pip trade breakdown. This is actually a strategy to use on gold to catch 100 points on average, depending on the setups there. I suggest checking that out. 5 things that started you to make me profitable. How to trade gold. There's a 2,300 pip move. There's a support resistance strategy I break down. Another 5,500 point move on gold trade breakdown. 50,000 pip trade breakdown US30. How to back test. Another trade breakdown using support resistance on US30, 44,000 pip move. 5 tools you need to use on TradingView. Another trade I called before the news. Check this video out. Another trade I called before the news. And I show the footage of us calling it, breaking it down on live, all that good stuff. This is a video. Matter of fact, I'm going to link this video because this is an important video. I'm going to link this right now. Let me find it. This video is the strategy I used on the 200 account flip challenge. All right. So this is the best way to grow your account. So with this strategy, obviously it depends on market conditions. But if it's a smooth average week trading, you can literally double your account in 2 weeks to a month. And that's without over leveraging. Again, that might sound crazy to some people, but just watch the video and you'll understand how it's possible. All right. Because like I said, Forex comes down to a few things. It comes down to discipline, psychology, understanding how to read the charts, patience, and then simple math, decimals, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. That's the most important thing that people miss when it comes to trading. It's the math part. All right. I also got a video on how to count pips. I don't know if I showed that on there, but I also got a video on how to count pips on both funded accounts and personal regular brokers, because some pairs are a little bit different on prop firm accounts. But we also see how gold's kind of coming to a slight halt here. But I still want to wait to see it touch that level before we do anything about that. Yeah, I might do that. I might have to set a reminder, because I will forget. I'm not going to lie to you, because I'll be doing a lot once I get off stream and when I'm not on stream. So I might forget, but I'm going to do a poll. All right. Because I do like crypto and I be on the charts all the time. And again, I made some good money back in the day off crypto, long-term investing and day trading as well. So I might start doing that again. We'll see. We'll pull these pairs up. See what they're talking about. Yeah, so it's breaking this level so far. Yeah, so it's still trading this level as resistance. So the main thing stopping this trade is this level of traffic to the left. All right, you look to the left, it's going to explain what's happening in the present and what could potentially happen in the future. So you're ever in a trade or looking at a chart and you genuinely don't know what's going on, that is okay. All you have to do is look to the left, right? So why is price struggling to move right now? This is what you got to do. And I go over this in my back testing strategy. All you got to do is you go to the left, you go to this line here, you click here, you go down, click horizontal line. Then just put a line right there. All right, I'm gonna change this color because I do got this stuff color coordinated so I don't throw myself off. So where you see the price last hit is rejecting or struggling to break, just simply put a line there. And then what I want you to do is just go to the left and just follow the line. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to realize or see that you're either at a level of traffic, a wall of price, or a support resistance level on a smaller time frame. So as you can see here, we're at a support resistance level on a smaller time frame, and we have a huge level of traffic underneath it. How do we see that? We literally can see how price is treating this level as a support level, resistance level, resistance, 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 broke above it, treated as support here, and now it's treating it as support, struggling to break this level, right? That's all you got to do. You should never be in a trade genuinely not knowing what is going on. If you ever don't know what's going on, figure it out. That's simple. That's simple. If you miss what I did, we're on YouTube, so just double tap to the left and you can replay it as many times as you want. All right, that's all you got to do. If you're ever confused what's going on, just back test. Put a line and drag your screen to the left. That's all you got to do. Just put a line and drag your screen to the left. All right. So those are just joined the stream. Make sure that first in the description, join the free Telegram. And what I want y'all to do, I forgot what was all the way up here. Let's see who'll make us go farther. No, let's go this entire year. All right. So we're at June. And okay, all right, if you keep going, if you wait a little bit, it'll load up. It should go all the way up to May. Actually, no, I think it goes up to here. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's not letting us go any farther right now, though. It's just got to load. So it should take you all the way up to the beginning of June, middle of May, right? But again, you can just see we've been doing this for us. Are there, but now we're going to go back to the present. time. All right. If you missed all that stuff, just rewind the stream because there's a lot of important stuff that's that. I want y'all to go to the free Telegram and watch this video because this is the Sunday price watch list. I'm gonna start dropping this Sunday price watch list of course. But I'm gonna start doing it on Mondays, dropping this. So if y'all watched this video when I dropped this, y'all could have these and the currency pairs did exactly as projected. So y'all could have caught some nice moves. So I want y'all to watch that video and then look where price is currently at, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, we got 4 minutes until the next 15. We see EA is still trying and doing this thing. So we're going to just let it do that for now. Let's see what else going on. Let's see what else going on. But yeah, everything else is kind of just taking a nap. So yeah, we're just going to be waiting until New York and or after the news. That's when things should start moving. We had a quick little move right before London. So yeah, that's what we're going to be waiting on right there. All right, if you want to contact me directly, you can hit me up on Instagram at playmaker_way. You should see at the bottom of your screen. I respond to all messages. All right, especially before that, by the end of the day, I respond to all messages. I have certain times that I take during the day to go over emails and messages, so I will get to your message. All right, there's no such thing as a stupid question, so don't feel shy about it. Even if I went over or answered it somewhere else, I'll guide you to the answers or give you the answer. So don't feel shy or anything like that. So just hit me up. But if you are going to hit me up, hit me up with what you're going to hit me up with. You know what I'm saying? You can add the introductory, but just to save each other's time, you know what I'm saying? Add the question to your first message as well. All right. If you're interested in how to identify these levels or interested in learning how to read the charts, all right, we got the advanced play signal room. We go live outside of London session. We trade exclusively Tokyo session strictly with the members. All right. Before New York session daily, I drop a New York price watch list. I go over all the pairs that we like to trade, certain price levels to look for whether buys or sells. And I also go over the trades we took during Tokyo session and or London. All right. And I also do one-on-one session. With the one-on-one session, you get the advanced play signal room, but you also get one-on-one session with me. You get 2 sessions with me a week that are an hour long, that are recorded and sent to you same day. All right, so if you have any questions about that, you can hit me up on Instagram with that. I'll send you the details. But I do have the details in the channel somewhere. If y'all scroll a little bit and explore, I think I posted the details of it like a week or 2 ago. But the details of the advanced play signal room, I post daily. So I'll show you all that while I'm scrolling. Broker, that's the broker I use. You can check that out. But this is basically the gist of what is included in the advanced play signal room, right? Tokyo sessions members only. You'll be updated with trades, like I said, daily. You'll get access, all the trades I enter, you'll get notified for. You'll see my chart analysis, exclusive New York session lives, all that good stuff. And then somewhere up here, I posted, here's one to you go to the details of mentorship. All right. But yeah, EA is going for round 3, round 4 to try to break to the downside. We're going to see if it can do that. New 15 is about to start in 10, 15 seconds. Let's see what this is doing. Yeah, this is still in no man's land. All right, so that's pretty much it. I just joined the stream. We only entered two trades. One was with the members, one was in the free channel. We hit TP1 on the free play in EA. We hit TP1 in the advanced play signal room as well. EA is right back at TP1. I'm about to pop off. My alarm just went off. I got to edit some videos and prep for the week. But that's pretty much what's going on. So if y'all missed the basically the rundown, definitely rewind to the beginning because we didn't just go over this trade. We went over a lot of important stuff, so I do suggest watching this live. All right, we're going to be back at it same time tomorrow, London session 3 in EST. Members, you already know, in a couple of hours, I'm going to send you all that video to the New York price watch list. I mean, the video of the New York price watch list. But yeah.